Welcome to Becoming Ultimate Masters. We're diving deep today. Into the Master Key System
Oh, cool.
by Charles Haanel.
All right.
So this is a book
Yeah.
all about unlocking your inner potential. And this one is really for all you ambitious
Yeah.
young adults and high school students out there
Right.
who are ready to level up your lives. You might have heard of other books from around the same time, like The Science of Getting Rich,
Right.
that were really into the power of thought.
That's right. The early 1900s were a fascinating time for exploring the idea that
Yeah,
our thoughts could shape our reality.
absolutely.
And Haanel really dives deep into this exploring the world within.
Okay, hold on. World Within.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So think of it as the world of your thoughts and feelings,
Okay.
the mental landscape that shapes your health, your success and well-being. Haanel argues that creating harmony in this inner world leads to harmony in your external reality.
So if I'm stressed out about exams, that could actually impact my performance.
It's not just about exams.
Okay.
Imagine you're trying out for the basketball team. If you're constantly doubting yourself, that feeling might manifest as hesitation on the court.
Right.
But if you cultivate a strong inner belief in your abilities, that confidence will shine through in your game.
Oh, so it's not just about positive thinking,
No.
but about creating a whole inner world
Exactly.
that supports our goals.
Exactly. It's about understanding that our thoughts and feelings have a real impact
Oh,
on our experiences. And to go even deeper into this, Haanel talks about the conscious and subconscious mind.
okay. I've heard those terms before,
Right.
but they always seemed a bit mysterious.
Well, think of it this way. Your conscious mind is the part of you that's aware and making decisions right now.
Oh,
It's like the captain of a ship steering the direction.
okay.
But below deck, there's a much larger, more powerful engine room that's your subconscious.
So the subconscious is running things behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's guiding us, controlling vital processes, and storing all our memories and beliefs.
Got it.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Haanel suggests we can use our conscious minds to influence the subconscious.
Like sending instructions down to the engine room.
You got it.
Okay.
Techniques like affirmations can do just that.
Interesting.
By repeating positive statements, we can start to reshape those subconscious beliefs.
So if I keep telling myself I'm confident and capable,
Yeah.
that message will eventually sink in and change how I actually feel.
It's about consistency and belief.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like learning a new skill. At first, it takes conscious effort,
Yeah.
but with practice, it becomes more automatic.
This all ties into the law of attraction, right?
It does.
I've heard that phrase thrown around a lot.
It is a popular concept, and Haanel explains it as thought is a creative energy
Okay.
and will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation.
Powerful stuff.
It is. He even uses the analogy of the solar plexus as a sun radiating energy. When our thoughts are positive and flowing, that energy radiates freely,
Right.
promoting health and well-being.
But when we're stuck in fear or negativity, it's like blocking that energy flow.
Exactly. Fear acts as a resistance,
Wow.
like a dam holding back a river.
Got it.
And Haanel believed that understanding the true source of power which lies within each of us can help eliminate those fears.
So it's not about wishing for things to be different, but about changing our inner state to attract what we want.
It's about recognizing that our thoughts are powerful, creative forces, not just passive things floating around in our heads. Haanel emphasizes this with a really cool analogy. Imagine a massive battleship.
Okay, a battleship.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
Well, think about all the intricate details, the powerful weaponry.
Okay.
But where did it all begin? Before the materials, before the construction, it started as a thought
Right.
in the mind of the architect.
So even a giant battleship starts as a thought.
Exactly.
That's kind of mind-blowing.
And it highlights the point that everything we experience in life, from our achievements to our challenges, begins as a thought.
So it all starts in the mind.
It does. Haanel compares thoughts to seeds that we plant in the garden of our minds.
Okay.
If we plant seeds of negativity and doubt, we'll end up with a garden full of weeds.
But if we focus on planting seeds of positivity and belief in ourselves, we'll cultivate a garden full of success and happiness.
Exactly. It's about being mindful of the thoughts we entertain.
Right.
And consciously choosing to nourish the ones that will lead to growth and abundance.
This is all really making me think. So we've talked about the world within the power of the subconscious and the law of attraction. What else does Haanel explore in the Master Key System?
One of the key concepts he emphasizes is the power of visualization.
Okay.
It's not just about daydreaming, but about consciously creating detailed mental images of our goals, seeing ourselves achieving them as vividly as possible.
So instead of just saying, I want to be a successful entrepreneur, I should picture myself running a thriving business, feeling the excitement and satisfaction of that achievement.
That's the idea. And don't be afraid to dream big.
Okay.
The more detailed and ambitious your mental pictures, the more powerful they become. There's a reason why someone like Thomas Edison, famous for his countless inventions, was a firm believer in visualization.
Really?
He used it extensively to mentally work through his ideas
Before
before bringing them into the physical world.
If visualization worked for Edison, it can work for us too.
Absolutely.
This is giving me a whole new perspective on the power of my own mind.
And that's precisely what Haanel wants us to realize.
Yeah.
He wants us to understand that we have the power to shape our reality, but it all starts with taking control of our thoughts.
Right.
And using them constructively.
Okay, so we've got visualization down, but what about when things get tough? How do we stay positive and keep those negative thoughts from taking over?
This is where Haanel brings in the law of compensation. It's about recognizing that we receive in proportion to what we give.
Right.
If we're constantly complaining and focusing on what's wrong, we're likely to attract more negativity.
But if we focus on giving out positivity, kindness, and generosity, we open ourselves up to receiving those same things in return.
Exactly. And remember, giving isn't just about material things. It can be offering a helping hand, a listening ear, or even just a genuine compliment.
It's about the little things, too.
It is. Every act of giving, no matter how small,
Right.
creates positive ripples in the world.
I love that. It's a reminder that we all have something valuable to offer.
Yeah.
And that by focusing on giving, we tap into a greater sense of abundance.
Absolutely.
This ties back into the idea of the world within, right?
It does.
When we cultivate generosity and kindness within ourselves, it naturally extends outward into our experiences.
Exactly. And it leads us to another important aspect of the Master Key system.
Yep.
The idea that true understanding comes from looking within, not just relying on external sources.
So instead of constantly searching for answers outside ourselves, he's suggesting we tap into that inner wisdom that's already there.
Precisely. It's about trusting your intuition,
Right.
recognizing your own inherent perfection, and aligning yourself with that universal mind.
So there's like a universal consciousness
There is.
that we can tap into.
Yes. Haanel believes that this alignment can help you express those perfect conditions in your own life.
It sounds like he's encouraging us to develop a strong sense of self-trust and inner guidance.
Absolutely. And along with that, he stresses the importance of right thinking.
Okay.
He uses a pretty vivid analogy to describe the impact of negative thoughts, comparing them to parasites.
Parasites, like little bugs that feed off a host.
Exactly. Imagine aphids infesting a plant, slowly draining its energy and vitality.
Wow.
Haanel believes that negative thoughts have a similar effect on our minds and bodies, preventing us from growing and thriving.
That's a powerful image.
It is.
It really highlights how our thoughts can have a tangible impact on our well-being.
They do.
And to further illustrate this point, Haanel shares a story about a man named Frederick Elias Andrews.
Right.
Andrews was suffering from a debilitating illness, and doctors had basically given up hope. But Andrews refused to give up on himself.
He had an incredible mindset.
Okay, so what did he do?
He turned to the power of positive affirmations.
Wow.
Every single day, he affirmed statements of health and wholeness, impressing those beliefs upon his subconscious mind.
And it worked.
Amazingly, it did.
Wow.
Despite all odds, Andrews began to heal and eventually regained his health.
Wow, that's incredible. It really speaks to the power of the mind to overcome even the toughest challenges.
And Haanel uses this story to show that even in seemingly hopeless situations, we have the power to create positive change.
Right.
He emphasizes the importance of controlling our thoughts and consciously replacing negativity with positive affirmations.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do we actually do that? Negative thoughts can be pretty persistent.
It takes practice and vigilance.
Okay.
Haanel uses simple but powerful analogies. Okay.
He talks about combating darkness with light.
Yeah.
Just as light dispels darkness, positive thoughts can overcome negativity.
Right.
He also compares it to fighting cold with heat.
Okay.
If you're feeling cold, you wouldn't just sit there and complain.
Right. You'd put on a sweater or turn up the heat.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's the same with our thoughts.
Got it.
When those negative thoughts creep in, don't just give them space to fester.
Okay.
Take action to replace them with positive affirmations.
So it's like saying, no thanks, negativity. I'm choosing to focus on something more empowering.
That's the spirit. It's about developing a conscious awareness of your thoughts
Right.
and making a deliberate choice to shift your focus.
Mm.
And the more you practice this, the easier it becomes.
This is all so insightful. I'm sure our listeners are already starting to see how they can apply these principles in their own lives.
And there's one more important concept. I want to introduce the money consciousness.
Okay, money consciousness.
Yeah.
Is this all about attracting wealth and abundance? It is about attracting wealth,
Okay. Yeah.
but it's more than just money.
Okay.
It's about cultivating a mindset of receptivity, generosity, and belief in abundance.
Got it.
Haanel believed that this money consciousness attracts not just financial wealth, but also opportunities, relationships, and experiences that enrich our lives.
So it's not about greed or material possessions, but about shifting our overall attitude towards abundance.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that abundance is available to everyone and that we can attract it by aligning our thoughts and beliefs with it.
This is really making me rethink my own approach to success.
Yeah.
It's not just about working hard, but about cultivating a mindset that supports those goals.
And that's a key takeaway from Haanel's work.
Yeah.
He wants us to understand that our thoughts are the foundation of our reality,
Right.
and that by taking control of them, we can unlock our true potential.
This deep dive has been amazing so far. But we've covered a lot of ground, and I'm sure our listeners are eager to learn more about how to apply these principles in their own lives.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we'll be exploring in the next part of our deep dive.
Awesome.
We'll delve into some practical steps you can take to become the ultimate master of your own destiny.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to uncover even more secrets from the Master Key System. Welcome back to Becoming Ultimate Masters. Last time we talked about how our thoughts shape our reality.
Right.
Now let's get practical. What advice does Haanel give for harnessing this incredible power?
He suggests a surprising first step,
Okay.
mastering control over your physical body.
Control over our bodies.
Yeah.
How does that work? Is he talking about hitting the gym?
Not quite.
Okay.
Haanel recommends a simple but powerful exercise.
Right.
Find a quiet place where you can be alone and undisturbed.
Okay.
Sit comfortably,
Mhm.
but make sure your posture is upright.
Mm-hmm.
Then just be still.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Just sit still?
Yeah.
That sounds almost too easy.
The simplicity is deceptive.
Okay.
The key is to focus intently on stillness,
Yeah.
both physically and mentally. Thoughts will come and go, but don't get caught up in them.
Right.
Just observe them without judgment.
It sounds a lot like meditation,
It is.
which I've heard can be really helpful for focus and stress management.
It is a form of meditation.
Okay.
Haanel believed that this practice helps you become aware of your thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and detach from them, gaining control over your mental activity.
So instead of being controlled by our thoughts, we learn to observe them and choose which ones to focus on.
Exactly. It's like training a wild horse.
Okay.
You don't try to fight its energy.
Right.
You learn to guide it.
So we're taming the mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haanel suggests practicing the stillness for 15 to 30 minutes a day,
Wow.
gradually increasing the duration as you get comfortable.
Okay. Stillness is step one.
All right.
What's next on Haanel's path to self-mastery?
He dives into the power of breath control,
Okay.
seeing it as a bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind.
I've never thought about breathing as a way to access my subconscious.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Think about it. We can consciously regulate our breath,
Right.
but it also happens automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Haanel believed that by intentionally controlling our breath,
Yeah.
we could influence the autonomic nervous system, which controls many bodily functions,
Right.
and in turn tap into the subconscious mind.
So it's like we can use our breath to send messages to our deeper selves.
In a way, yes.
That's really interesting.
It's about understanding the power of the breath as a tool for self-regulation and accessing deeper levels of awareness.
Okay. I'm definitely intrigued.
Yeah.
What specific breathing exercises does Haanel recommend?
He suggests practicing deep rhythmic breathing.
Okay.
Focus on slowing down the breath and extending both the inhale and exhale.
Mm-hmm.
He also emphasizes breathing through the nostrils.
It sounds like he was way ahead of his time in understanding the mind-body connection.
Definitely.
Now, once we've mastered stillness and breath work, what's the next step in becoming an ultimate master?
Haanel then explores the power of visualization and imagination, which he believed were essential for achieving success and creating the life you desire.
We touched on visualization earlier. What specifics does Haanel offer about using it effectively?
It's not about passive daydreaming or wishful thinking.
Okay.
Haanel saw visualization as a deliberate and focused process of creating crystal clear mental images
Hmm.
of your goals and desires.
Okay.
It's about impressing those desires upon the subconscious mind, setting those forces in motion to bring them into reality.
This is not just seeing what I want,
Yeah.
but feeling it as if it's already happening.
Yeah.
But if I want to get into a great college, I should actually picture myself walking on campus, feeling the excitement and pride.
Exactly. It's about engaging all your senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell,
Wow.
to create a vivid and immersive experience in your mind.
So really make it real.
Yeah,
The more real you make the visualization, the more powerful it becomes.
absolutely.
You can see how that would take practice.
Yeah.
Does Haanel offer any tips for becoming a master visualizer?
He recommends finding a quiet space where you can relax and focus.
Okay.
Then choose a specific goal you want to visualize.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths,
Okay.
and then start creating a mental picture of yourself already experiencing that goal.
So if I wanted to ace my next math test,
Yeah.
I would visualize myself confidently solving problems, feeling that sense of accomplishment.
Exactly. And don't just focus on the end result. Visualize the entire process.
Okay.
See yourself studying diligently, understanding the concepts, and feeling prepared and confident on test day.
That makes visualization much more actionable.
Right.
It's not just about hoping for something to happen,
Yeah.
but mentally rehearsing the steps to get there.
Right. Haanel believed that visualization was a powerful way to program the subconscious mind.
Interesting.
By repeatedly visualizing success, you create neural pathways that make those outcomes more likely to manifest.
It's like training our minds for success.
It is.
Just like an athlete trains for a competition.
And that training, according to Haanel, can extend beyond personal goals
Okay.
to shaping our overall reality. He believed we are all creators, constantly shaping our experiences with our thoughts and beliefs.
Wow, so visualization isn't just about achieving specific things, but about shaping our entire life experience.
That's the idea. Haanel saw visualization as a way to consciously direct our creative power.
This is incredibly empowering. It
Yeah.
feels like we have this amazing tool at our disposal,
Yeah.
but haven't been taught how to use it.
That's why Haenel's work is so valuable.
Yeah.
He reveals these hidden powers within us.
Mhm.
He believed we all have incredible potential, but we need to understand how our minds work
Right.
to unlock it.
So far, we've talked about self-control, breathwork, and visualization.
Right.
Are there any other techniques Haanel recommends for unlocking our potential?
He stresses the importance of harnessing the power of words.
Okay.
He saw words as more than just communication tools.
Right.
They are powerful creative forces.
I've never really thought of words that way. How can we use words to create change?
Haenel believed that words carry a vibrational energy that can influence our inner and outer worlds.
Wow.
He saw affirmations as a prime example of this.
Right. We talked about affirmations earlier.
Yeah.
Repeating positive statements to reprogram the subconscious mind.
Exactly. But he also believed that the words we use in our daily conversations,
Yeah?
our self-talk, and even our writing can shape our reality.
So if I'm constantly complaining and being negative, I'm actually attracting more negativity into my life.
That's the idea. Haanel believed negativity breeds negativity.
Wow.
But on the flip side, positive and uplifting language can attract positive experiences and opportunities.
It's like that saying, be careful what you wish for, you might get it,
Yeah.
but on a whole new level.
It goes even deeper than that.
Okay.
It's more like be careful what you think and say because you are constantly creating with your words.
Whoa. This is making me much more mindful of my language.
It should.
Are there any other ways Haanel suggests using words for positive change?
He believed in the power of writing down your goals and desires as a way of solidifying them in the material world.
It's like taking those thoughts from the abstract realm of our minds
Yeah.
and giving them a physical form.
Exactly. He also encouraged writing out affirmations and reading them aloud regularly, believing that the combination of writing and speaking amplified their power.
It's amazing how Haanel combines these practical techniques with deeper spiritual principles.
It is.
It's both practical and inspiring.
Absolutely. And there's one more crucial aspect of his teachings to highlight. Understanding natural laws.
We've talked about the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Are there other laws we need to be aware of?
Haanel believed the universe operates according to a set of immutable laws,
Okay.
a divine order that governs our existence. He saw understanding these laws as essential for achieving success and happiness.
So it's like figuring out the rules of the game so we can play it more effectively.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Haenel believed that not knowing these laws was often the root of our struggles.
Right.
But by studying and aligning ourselves with them,
Yeah.
we could tap into unlimited power and potential.
This is starting to click for me. But how do we even begin to understand these universal laws?
Haenel believed observation and reflection were key.
Okay.
He encouraged studying nature, observing patterns in the world around us, and then applying those insights to our own lives.
It's about learning from the natural world and understanding the interconnectedness of everything.
Exactly. He also emphasized learning from the lives and teachings of successful people, seeing them as living examples of these principles in action.
Finding mentors and role models who embody the qualities we want to develop.
Precisely. Haenel believed that by learning from those who had achieved what we desire, we could gain valuable insights and accelerate our growth.
This is all incredibly insightful. Feels like every piece of the puzzle is falling into place.
And there's still more to explore.
Awesome.
In the final part of our deep dive, we'll delve into Haenel's teachings on the power of giving, the importance of gratitude, and the ultimate goal of spiritual realization.
This deep dive has been amazing so far. Don't miss the final part of our exploration into the Master Key System.
Absolutely.
We'll be back to unlock even more secrets to becoming ultimate masters of our lives. Welcome back to Becoming Ultimate Masters. We're wrapping up our deep dive into the Master Key System, and I'm ready for those final pieces of wisdom that can help us unlock our potential.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground, right from the power of thought to visualization to understanding natural laws, but now let's explore something that might seem counterintuitive at first: the power of giving.
We touched on the law of compensation earlier,
Right.
The idea that we receive in proportion to what we give. But how does giving play like a deeper role in Haenel's system?
Haenel believed that giving isn't just about charity or good deeds. It's a fundamental principle that's woven into the fabric of the universe.
Okay.
It's a way to align ourselves with the flow of abundance.
Okay. I'm curious. How does giving connect us to abundance?
Imagine the universe operating on a principle of circulation, much like blood flowing through our bodies.
Right.
Energy and resources need to move freely for everything to thrive.
Okay.
When we cling too tightly to things, money, possessions, even ideas, we create stagnation.
It's like damming a river.
Yeah.
Eventually, the water becomes stagnant and unhealthy.
That's a great analogy. But when we give freely, we create space for more to come into our lives.
Right.
It's an act of trust in the abundance of the universe.
So it's not about depleting our resources, but actually multiplying them.
Exactly. Giving becomes an act of faith in the infinite supply of the universe. And remember, Haenel emphasized the power of thought.
Right.
So we can give not just materially, but also through our thoughts, words, and actions.
So offering a compliment, words of encouragement, or even just listening attentively, those are all forms of giving.
Absolutely. Every act of kindness, every expression of love and support adds to the flow of positive energy in the universe.
That makes giving feel much more attainable. It's not just about grand gestures, but about weaving generosity into our everyday interactions.
And the spirit of generosity is closely linked to another powerful principle that Haenel emphasizes: gratitude.
Gratitude. How does that fit into the Master Key System?
Think of gratitude as a magnet, drawing more blessings into our lives. When we focus on what we're grateful for, our vibration shifts, aligning us with the flow of abundance.
It's like that saying, what you focus on expands.
Exactly. Dwelling on what's wrong or missing attracts more of those experiences.
Right.
But when we cultivate gratitude for what we already have, we open ourselves up to receive even more.
So practicing gratitude is like tuning our internal radio to the frequency of abundance.
You got it. And for Haenel, gratitude wasn't just about feeling good. It was a spiritual practice that connected us to something greater.
Interesting. In what way did he see gratitude as a spiritual practice?
He saw it as acknowledging the divine gifts we receive every day, recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, and our reliance on a power beyond ourselves.
So practicing gratitude is a way of expressing thanks to the universe, to God, or to whatever higher power resonates with us.
Precisely. And this practice cultivates a sense of humility and appreciation for everything we have. Not just a desire for more.
This all circles back to the world within.
It does.
When we cultivate gratitude internally, it radiates outward, creating a more positive and harmonious life experience.
Exactly. And it leads us to the ultimate goal of the Master Key System: spiritual realization.
What exactly did Haanel mean by spiritual realization?
For Haenel, it was about recognizing our true nature as spiritual beings,
Hmm.
connected to a universal source of wisdom and power.
Okay.
It's about moving beyond the limitations of ego
Right.
and realizing our oneness with something much greater.
So it's about transcending our individual sense of self and connecting with something bigger.
Exactly. Haenel believed this realization was the key to true happiness and fulfillment.
That sounds incredibly profound. But
Yeah.
how do we even begin to approach such a lofty goal?
Haenel stressed the importance of meditation and contemplation.
Okay.
He saw these practices as ways to quiet the mind, connect with our inner wisdom, and access higher levels of consciousness.
It sounds like a journey of self-discovery.
It is, and it's about recognizing your divine potential and expressing it in the world.
Wow. This deep dive into the master key system has been incredible. Haenel's teachings are so rich and insightful, and I think this is going to help so many of our listeners to unlock their true potential.
I think so too.
And I think that what we've talked about today can really make a difference in people's lives. So if you're enjoying this deep dive, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends and family. Let's spread this knowledge and empower each other to unlock our potential.
Absolutely. And if you're ready to take it to the next level, visit www.ultimatemasters.org, coaching, or reach out to us on WhatsApp at +256 777 324 119 for more information and coaching.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Be sure to check back daily for a new episode. And remember, the power to create the life of your dreams lies within you.